Take two. Okay, what did we do today? Today is October the 29th. Yes, and it's 2:45 currently. I lasted with these until about 2:30 p.m. Once we hit 2:30, it didn't matter if we used the rewetting drops. It didn't matter if we used the readers for near work. My eyes were done. Okay, so today we did both sides with the astigmatism correction, and the right eye has minus 5.75 and the left eye has the -6, again both with the cylinder correction also in there. So other than the 2:30 decline, what else happened? In the morning, I usually tend to have some, at least intermittent doubling, particularly in the periphery, and I noticed less of that, and it seemed as though the doubles weren't as far apart from one another, so I suppose that's an improvement, and well, I'll take anything. The initial experience, put them in and then dash out the door, was at least more comfortable than the previous 3 days. Hooray! So, other notes. What the images looked like. So I base a lot of like, how is it going on a simple task that we can all kind of relate to, and we know how it should look. It's not like looking at an autostereogram or looking at something with a lot of detail very far away. Usually it's me in my car looking up at the traffic lights, or like the street sign has the name of the street in the cross street from like the line, not like from several cars back necessarily. So the traffic lights being a circle, I noticed that generally both are slightly blurry, although the clouds being further away, it was like, oh, those are so clear. And they were generally clear for the right eye, and the left eye, they were partially clear. The left eye, it was interesting to me because my initial complaint when I very first came to see was the sort of assigned contacts from the previous provider were, I think it was a -7 for the left eye with no astigmatism correction. And my complaint was that the traffic lights monocularly for the left eye were kind of like smeared, and that was with a -7. So I drew a picture, which hopefully isn't too terribly blurry. Monocularly, so not both eyes open, but looking. The left eye sees the circle traffic light with this weird, like, kind of smear down to my personal perceived, say, 7 o'clock. And the both of the actual theoretical true images for each eye are largely circles, but somewhat blurry. But I found the astigmatism issue here to be kind of interesting, because this is a -6 with the correction, and I'm still noticing that smearing, but only on the one side as opposed to both sides. And quite frankly, I was surprised by that. So there's that. And I don't think I noticed that with the higher prescriptions, whether or not it had astigmatism correction. Bummer. But I'm not sure. It seems like I did bilateral -6 for both eyes, and I didn't have that issue, so that's really inconvenient. Anyway, I think that sums it up, and we're at 5 minutes.